Well, hey, this is Driver 55 coming at you. I'm here on our alien world in Scrap Plant and Scrap Mechanic. And this is the Di-Lithium refinery that we're working on. And if you're just stumbled across this, uh, eh, do a bring an update, do an update on what we got going on here, and give you a little bit of a tour. If you've ever explored around Scrap Mechanic, you know these two big tanks and what they do, or what they are, what they well they're here. Their big pipe comes out across. Well, this big block square building serves one purpose. Oh, did I put a switch up here? Yeah, I did. But it covers up those two big brown tree trunks that hold that pipe up. So it's camouflage. So anyway, this is the start, or this is the dilithium refinery. And to tell you the truth, I don't have any idea where it's going to end up or what it's going to look like because I ain't no hurry. I keep it backed up. So yeah, these are the two big tree trunks that go up and they hold that pipe up. And it just doesn't kind of match with what I want to go on with a technical side. So, and I'm in the process of changing the floors. Farther up you go, the it's more unfinished, and that's just housekeeping. So, well, this is the tower. Eventually, I don't know, I'll do something with every one of the floors. I've still got some outside work to do on it. But that's why there's a big square block building in front of, right in the middle of everything. We'll get her figured out. But for the rest of this is how this is gonna play out, or this is the this is the base. This is the whole idea behind this. Okay, so we're refining dilithium. Dilithium comes out of the ground. You pump. We're pumping hot compounds. Let's just put it that way. Use your imagination. Into the ground, and it extracts dilithium in that particular form, whatever that form happened to want it to be. It's a game. So, what this is doing, is just the superstructure around that pipeline. Now that the red line wasn't in here. None of this was here. The only thing that was here was that pipe came out of those two big tanks, came across on those two big tree trunks, and then ran to the ground. So I've been building all of this for a while, and it's got a long way to go. So this is the beginning. You pump hot compounds into the ground under pressure, serious pressure, I would imagine. I'm imagining. Course, they're uh, odorless, tasteless, and you can't see them. It's sort of like um, iocane. Yes, it's sort of like iocane powder. So this is just more of the pipeline, this pressure pipe. And then there's going to be a lot more added to this. And there's a lot, this is just kind of roughed in a lot of places, just to give me placeholders and an idea uh, uh, how I'm going to go along that. So this is basically an output from the plant into the ground with an output from the ground into that part. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that part. That's all I'm going to say is that part. So, but, you know, with something like this, anytime you're working with anything under pressure or heat or hazardous of that, you have to have a lot of safeguards. So, and then there's going to be a lot of electrical, because this game allows me to string wire, well, not string wire, but to send conduit and duct work, and there's just a massive amount of detail work that can be laid into this yet before it's done. So now this is like one level. This is where this pipe comes. That's where the pipe comes in. I'm envisioning that pipe coming in, and then something coming between these two that connects them. And I would imagine that I'm going to have uh, a storage farm, a tank farm. And it may not be above ground, because if it's below ground, all you need to see is the plumbing. So there's thoughts of that. There's going to be a maintenance shack. Now we get down here, and there's more going on here. But this is all just getting an idea of what I can do with the plumbing. So something like this will be so there'll be animation everywhere once I can get it. Once I figure out what I want it to look like. So that's this side. That's this side. Now, these are two water inputs, because to produce the fluid that they use, it takes massive amounts of water. And to get that water to the tanks, and this is what I've currently been working on. So when you see the ironworks or the millworks around the pump, or for the pump, that's what this is for. There. Now, I've got I'm working on a blank slate, basically, trying to make sure I got the bugs all worked out of what kind of a pump and what I want it to look like, and then I can build it. And I'll build it while while I'm cutting a video. But most of this iron work and that this is building and getting ahead of myself. So water's going to come into here to a pump. Now, I haven't decided if there's an inlet and an outlet. Because if one of them is incoming good and one is outgoing waste, I want to change the color codes. But now this is where these are the either the inlet and the outlet. And if it's the outlet, we're going to have to change it to a different location, and I really don't want to do that. So, all right, now listen, I hope I hope you're good swimmers and you can hold your breath. You see, we got two big inlets down here. And like I say, if I make one a discharge, I definitely want to change it. I would move the location, put a big bend in it up here somewhere, string it away from here, because you wouldn't want your wastewater anywhere near. So, all right, well, let me get back to the surface quick in case you guys can't hold your breath that long. So that's what's there. And like I was saying earlier, all of this is going to get infrastructure, support infrastructure. There's going to be electrical and conduit and ductwork and just anything I can imagine to make it look a little more technical. So, well, that's where I'm at. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring this to a close and get out of these guys' way that want to get some work done instead of me walking all over the place. And the next time I come up, I'll be building something. We'll do a quick refresher and then a build, do some building. One more place I want to show you is where the base of the pump is. Now these two are going to go up. It'll be connected to a type of manifold and structure and part of the pump. And then this is where these two are coming in. This one is going to come around. All of these have still got to be built in. I imagine I can do it maybe with some big tanks. I'm just kind of playing around now with this to see what kind of an infrastructure, what I want it to look like. So, this could change. This could change. And then all of this has got to be painted. It's like any construction job. Guys come in afterwards and paint. Oh, come on. Still. So that's where I'm at. So this is driver 55 over here on our refinery. If you stuck through this long, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe. You can always put that bell on and hopefully you'll see some more. Well, this is Driver 55 and I am out of here.